You ready?
Yeah.
Let's go. 3, 2, 1. 3, 2, 1.
Yo, welcome to our YouTube channel, JGTV. My name is Jesus, and this is my girlfriend.
I'm Gabby.
Yes, sir. So we're actually starting a YouTube channel. To be honest, we got a couple ideas coming up. Like, we can't really tell y'all one specific thing that our goal is with this YouTube channel, but it's definitely to glorify God, to just tell you guys how it is to be a Christian couple in today's society, with everything that seems to be so tempting, so opposite of what our faith tells us to be.
Yes.
So, you know, this is just an inside look into our personal lives. And yeah, I hope you guys are ready for this journey. We sure are. So let's get into it. We about to do a Q&A to introduce ourselves. We put up a Q&A on Instagram, so we answering a couple folks' questions, and let's get into it. You hear me?
How did y'all meet?
Go ahead, you got
Okay.
this.
So we met in church. We had always kind of known of each other. We would chat here and there, but it was nothing like that. You know what I mean? That's how we met. And at the end of the day, I think the thing to emphasize is that we met serving God first and foremost, and that's what brought us together, and that's what really gave us eyes for each other, I feel like, at least.
No, for sure.
So yeah, we could go on to the next question.
Who said I love you first?
Oh, cute. To be honest, I think she was. It
look,
slipped out your mouth.
No. Here's the story. Okay, look.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah,
See,
she was on the phone.
We have
with me,
his sister here with us. She's actually asking us the questions. But what's so funny, he told me this later on, that he heard me say I love you on the phone, and apparently his sister heard it too. But I don't remember saying I love you to him.
Yeah, not
at all.
It's because I was on the phone with her, and we was planning to meet up that day, and I put her on speakerphone because I was washing the dishes or cooking or something like that. But my sister was in the room with me, and we was just talking, right? Me and her on the phone, and right, she was like, "Okay, I'll see you later. I love you." And I looked smooth straight to my sister. I was like, "You heard that? I'm not tripping, right?"
I have no
And then she was like, "Yeah, I heard that." I was like, "All right, I ain't tripping."
I mean, if both of y'all heard it, I have to have said it, but I really don't remember it. I remember we discussed the one time in my house in the laundry room. I remember, and we were like, I mean, we do love each other, but like at the time, it was very much like not in love type of love. We just knew that we had love for each other, but I don't know when we officially said I love you, as in like I'm in love with you.
I feel like it's a progressive thing. It's obviously being like holy, like spirit led, and just, you know, really focusing on pleasing the Lord before anything.
Yeah.
We've listened to a lot of sermons, a lot of different people that, you know, inspire us, I guess you could say, and just, you know, are really spirit led as well. And they just say that being married just takes you guys on a whole nother level. So that's when you really experience true love.
Exactly.
So I feel like we'll never really know until the day comes,
point,
you know?
Exactly. I agree.
What are your nicknames for each other?
We just say bae, baby.
Nothing out the ordinary. I always try to call her Ella, but it don't stick.
That has never happened, babe. That has never happened.
But I said, like, I want to call you that because nobody call you that, but
he tried it.
It don't stick, bruh.
Yeah.
So maybe one day.
Okay, next question. How does a religious relationship compare to a non-religious?
Yeah, this will go deep. It could go very deep, but like, to summarize it all, is just before pleasing our flesh, which is like, you know, our sexual desires, before, you know, doing just things that a typical relationship would consume of, which is like, you know, partaking into certain activities that don't really, you know, edify us, don't really, you know, bring us closer, or, you know, glorify God.
Exactly.
You know, so before pleasing ourselves is pleasing the Lord. and what His Word says. So
that's a really good.
Yeah.
It's a really good answer.
Thank you, babe.
Yeah. We both, I guess, been in a different kind of relationship before, so this is our first time really placing God at the center, and it's been a wonderful experience. I think it takes you to another level of depth with one another, because you take away the physical, and it's like you really are left with that organic just relationship that consists of just getting to know each other on a deeper level. So, and it's been amazing. It's been beautiful. So,
but by all means, though, this is not easy, bro.
No,
It's
not. It's not. But it's worth it.
Yeah, nah, for sure.
So,
definitely worth it.
Yeah.
Where do you guys see yourselves in 5 years?
Right.
No cap though. Damn, I feel like, you know, I recently we talked about our future. Like, we talk about it every day for real, but there was this like season in my life where I couldn't see past 1 year. You know, like it's so out of our reach. You know, like we can plan so many things. Like, for example, 2020. Plans went out the window. Yeah, you know what I'm saying? Like, you can plan as much as you want, but the same token, like, God is in control of it all. So, you know, I could explain and I could say what I could see within ourselves and individually in the next year, but further than that, I feel like it's just wherever God wants for us, to be honest, and, you know, willing to surrender to Him and just do His will.
I agree.
All right. Favorite and least favorite thing about each other.
Favorite thing?
Let's start with the
good?
The bad. Let's start with the bad. We kind of explained this to each other before, you know, going over the video, low key. But I feel like just the most challenging within ourselves is just how we deal with certain situations where she'll be more on the emotional side than I am. So it's just finding that common ground, and just like, you know, it's been a huge challenge, but we definitely overcome a lot of obstacles where we would face in the beginning of our relationship than now. Still a challenge, but definitely I feel like that's the only thing where, you know, we could clash at points. But other like disliking, I can't think of nothing, to be honest.
So favorite thing?
If I just won, I think just how genuine you are. You know, not only with me, but like I'm never embarrassed, or I've never been scared to take her around other people, because I know she gonna rock out. You know what I'm saying? Like, she's so like, she gives you that vibe. It's just like, oh wow, she's so friendly. You know.
My favorite thing about you, everything. I love your personality. I love your sense of humor. Okay, I think my favorite thing is, that's so hard, but just who you are. I really love your sense of humor. Like, I always have fun with you, I could say. And there's never really a dull moment with you. So, I love that, but there's just so much. I don't know.
Let's lighten it up a little bit. What's your favorite food/meal?
Should we answer for each other? I know yours, Jane.
Sure, I know yours.
So her Jane is Thai food, pho, and Thai food, pho, and there's one more. Well, to be specific, Thai food is drunken noodles. Yes, that's what it is. Absolutely. So I think that's it. Yeah.
Pancakes.
Yes,
sir.
He
loves pancakes.
Pancakes any day, any time of the day.
Yeah.
I stand breakfast, for dinner, torch.
Pancakes.
Every day.
Period.
When did you guys realize you had feelings for each other?
You can answer this one first.
The day I found out, it was literally a week before our first date. Me and her were already talking, like, you know, just as friends. Not every day, but there was this, like, we started talking about deeper stuff, you feel me? So literally the Sunday before our first date, which was a Saturday, so 6 days before our first date, the first time ever I seen her walk up in church, right? And my heart dropped. I was like, oh, I don't know if I should say what's up, doo-doo-doo. Like, but this is the first time I ever felt,
talked before.
Yeah, like, I was like a little kid going up to a girl for the first time, but I've already talked to her so many times, and like, I don't know, I got the, like, what?
The goosebumps?
Not the goosebumps. I got the butterflies, for real.
Oh.
But yeah, that's when I found out, I was like, damn, I'm caught up.
The first time I realized I had feelings for him, I can't tell you, like, I think it was like a thing that grew over time, for real. Like, as we talked more and more, I always enjoyed our conversations together. Like, me and him, I know people would peep it too at church. Like, we would just go deep. When we would talk, we could talk for a minute, and we would stay there talking if it wasn't like, all right, it's time to go type thing. But
no, I remember that. I actually got prophesied that I was gonna find my girlfriend in 2020. Back in October 2019.
And that was our pastor that spoke over him, and he had spoken over me too. He had told me, like, Gabby, as long as it's not a man of God, like, no man is ever gonna meet your expectations. Like, you need a man of God. And I was like, you're absolutely right. And he was literally right across from me when he said that. But my feelings for him grew just over time. I don't think it was one day. I think I just enjoyed your talking to you, and I just wanted to be in your presence more and more. So.
Wow, me
too. Okay, best impressions of each other.
I'll go first because I'm really good at this, and he don't know me like I know him. But a glee. What else is? I always blank when I'm put on the spot, but he knows I know him.
Like
no kids, what? No kizzy, no cat. They wet. Hot, telling, tipping. I got that water splash. Oh, you from Edify?
Yeah,
I'm from Edify. You from Edify?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
She's a big periodism, periodically. That's all the time. And she'd be like, she has this. I eat my.
Don't help it. Don't help it.
I eat my food like if it's warm, it's cool. But her joint, it gotta be burning her mouth. Like she said, "Oh, it's too cold. I need it hot. Like I need it to burn me." Blowing me with that, and then she also be like, she be getting a lot of stuff for TikTok. I swear, but
okay, but who am I?
That's who you is. What you talking about? That's what you be doing.
Tips on how to maintain a healthy relationship.
That's a good question. I mean, as like cliche as it may sound, keeping God at the center of it and giving it up to Him at the end of the day, like what has helped me cherish Him and what we have more is understanding that He is God's before He is mine, and asking God to show me how to love Him and to see Him through His eyes, so that He gets that honor that He needs, you know, to unlock what God has inside of him, because those things can't be showcased to me if I'm not honoring Him first and foremost. And also, like, I don't ever want to take this for granted, and I think that's something that today we live in a world that's so, like, it's instant gratification. Like, you want what you want now, easy, quick, and that's because of the size. The world that we live in is fast paced, is technology at your fingertips. You get everything you want just like that, and you don't want to play that waiting game and the process of everything. So it's just understanding that we have to enjoy that this process that we're in. It may not be easy, it may get hard, there may be times where we may feel like giving up, but we're not led by our emotions. We're led by what we know, what like the amazing thing that we have together. So
for sure, I can just exactly what she said, for real.
Goals for 2021.
Well, first of all, it was this, like, the goal was before January, the end of January. So I pray to God this joint is the one and not the two, because we need this joint and just keep on moving for real. So we trying to be consistent in this, like, so this is just a project that me and her got going, you feel me? But definitely got some other things individually. But, you know, at the end of the day, it's for each other. As a couple of 2021, I just feel like, you know, going deeper, you know what I'm saying? Like, in ministry, going deeper in, like, within each other's homes, where, you know, I could be more of a helper and more of a participant in, you know, being a vessel inside her house and vice versa. So, I don't know, to be honest. We still got to communicate, and, like, we even this month we have a plan. We're planning to do a vision board, so maybe we'll take y'all along too.
Yeah, that'd be fun.
But yeah.
One of them asked, when is the wedding?
I was gonna say a month, but I don't know the month. But 2022 for sure, man. If you rocking with us, let me know. We can send you an invite. Just let you know it's cash
Possibly.
only. Cash only.
Envelope at the door.
All right. What's the number one thing on your bucket list?
Going to the Barcelona stadium. Got to Camp Nou.
Wow.
Number one, bro.
Okay. He knows, but I really want to visit. I really want to visit Thailand, but I think that's more like doable. But if I had like all the money in the world and I could just do whatever I want, I would just go like on a month-long trip, going all over the world to different countries I want to visit. Like no interruption, just straight traveling for a month.
What advice would you give other couples that are also placing Christ at the center of their relationships?
I feel like just in endurance, like we gotta continue to, seeking Him before anything. I feel like a lot of times you get discouraged and just feel like, is this really worth it? But in our case scenario, like, this was prophesied. This was literally God sent. So, if you guys had the luxury, or like not the luxury, but like the blessing to really have that on your relationship, like I feel like cherish that to the max, like, cause we could get whatever certain situation in the present determine how we can move, and you could end up messing up your future, cause I could personally say that, to be transparent with y'all, like I felt that way before, you feel me, like alright, I could easily just step away because I've been single basically my whole life, like in terms of, being really putting my full trust in somebody, so this is my first real relationship, so it's easy, like I could be by myself, but at the same token I feel that's also taking the easy way out, like with everything good doesn't come easy, you know what I'm saying? So yes. Yeah, I just feel like keep pressing through, it's not by our own strength but by His Spirit, so amen. We gotta keep thugging.
Remember whose this is before anything else, and focus on your individual relationships with God first and foremost, because that's what's going to strengthen you both at the end of the day. You need to be equally yoked, so that being said, don't, as easy as it may be to fall into this, don't idolize your relationship and don't put it before God first and foremost. Always keep Him at the center. Just speak to the Holy Spirit, ask Him for guidance, ask Him to strengthen you guys to love each other deeper, and more practically do things together that are going to glorify God, whether that's reading the Bible together, praying together. These are like more practical things. Worshiping together, attending church together, watching sermons. Those are all things you could do together that are still fun, like enlightening, edifying, and are going to bring you closer together and closer to God at the same time. But yeah, guys, that was all the questions. Thank you guys so much for everybody who sent in questions. We appreciate it.
Yes, sir.
We're rookies. This is our first time, so bear with us as we go through this process. Yeah,
we're going to elevate. Yes. We progressing. We progressing. So.
But I hope that you guys were blessed by this, that you took something away from this.
For sure.
And thank you for watching.
Yeah, and then if y'all have any ideas or y'all want to, send us some suggestions or whatever it may be, any questions,
drop them. Phone. Yeah, or drop them in the comments.
Yeah, so, like, share, comment, subscribe, yeah. But turn on that bell because we finna be dropping some videos.
Yeah. All right. Thank you guys. Bye.
Peace and love.